The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
An electronic module for market research to determine prices in public tenders will be launched. Prime Minister Khundadze announced at the October 31st government meeting the system will also be used in simplified procurement processes. The Resource Development Agency will be abolished according to a government decree issued on October 27th. Under new decisions, the agency will be integrated into the National Tourism Administration. It will cease to exist as an independent entity starting January 1st, 2026. On October 31st, Prime Minister Irakli Khundadze, Minister of Education Khundadze and Minister of Economy Marian Krivishvili met with representatives of the major businesses to discuss the upcoming education reform. According to Khundadze, the government presented an initiative to the Business Association proposing that university admissions be based on labor market analysis, which the government plans to conduct. Prime Minister Khundadze announced that Georgia's foreign exchange reserves have reached $5.6 billion, $200 million more than the previous month, and at a record high level. Interestingly, this information precedes official data, as the National Bank of Georgia has yet to publish its October statistics, which are expected to be released on November 7th. According to preliminary estimates from Eurostat, Georgia's real GDP grew by 6.4% year-over-year in September 2025. The average growth rate for the first 9 months of 2025 was 7.7%. Eurostat reports that the turnover of VAT paying private sector companies reached 15.4 billion Georgian lari, up 9.4% year-on-year. Growth was recorded in the manufacturing, logistics and IT sectors, while declines were seen in construction and energy. As of September 2025, the total volume of loans issued by commercial banks reached 67.52 billion Georgian lari, an increase of 760 million Georgian lari compared to the previous month. Bank deposits also rose sharply, increasing by 4% to 2.6 billion Georgian lari, bringing the total to 65 billion Georgian lari. Year-on-year deposits grew by around 14%. In the first 9 months of 2025, commercial banks operating in Georgia earned 2.4 billion Georgian lari in profit, according to financial statements submitted to the National Bank. This is 107 million Georgian lari more than in the same period of 2024. Silk Road Group has issued a 400 million Eurobond, the largest corporate bond in the history of Georgia's private sector. The new 5-year security offers investors 7.5% coupon rate. Investors include major US and European financial institutions, with JP Morgan and UBS participating in the placement. Founder of the group, Giorgi Ramishvili, stated that demand for the bond was 3 times higher than the supply, exceeding $1.3 billion, underscoring strong investor interest in both Silk Road Group and Georgia's economy. The Technical and Construction Supervision Agency has granted a construction permit for a multifunctional complex on the artificial Ambassador Island, Batumi. The project will feature an ultra-modern complex, the first building to be constructed on the island. Potential buyers already have the opportunity to purchase residential and investment real estate. The Russian energy giant Lukoil has announced plans to sell its international assets. According to the company, it has received an offer from Gunvor Group, a Cyprus-registered company, to purchase Lukoil International, the Austria-registered company that owns Lukoil's international assets. The value of the deal has not been disclosed. Minister of Infrastructure Revaz Sokhadze addressed Parliament within the framework of interpellation discussing challenges in the projects of the Municipal Development Fund and the Roads Department. According to him, out of 214 projects managed by the Municipal Development Fund, 161 have encountered such issues, while 122 out of 135 projects under the Road Department have been delayed at least once. During the session, Sokhadze also spoke about changes to the white list and the advance payment system, the proper pricing of tenders and the launch of the new infrastructure projects. A day after the minister's address, former Deputy Minister of Infrastructure Khundadze was arrested. He held the position from 2019 until the spring of 2025, resigning after the dismissal of then Minister Khundadze. The Prosecutor Office of Georgia has launched criminal proceedings against the former deputy head of the Revenue Service, Vladimir Khundadze, on charges of the abuse of official authority. The charges were filed in absentia. Vladimir Khundadze served as deputy head of the Revenue Service from 2019 to 2025, and previously from 2016 to 2017 he held the position of a head of the Customs Department of Georgia.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.